Hey bag ladies and bag dudes! Tonight I'm going to be talking about foam inserts for essential oils, a metal wallet frame. I have the final Minikins Season 2 preview for you tonight for the Bodega grocery bag. I'll be talking about ripstop nylon fabrics. The book review for this week will be for stained glass quilts. We'll be showing the trailer video showing all of the projects for Minikins Season 2, and there's a great giveaway at the end. I'm Sarah Lawson from Sew Sweetness. Thanks so much for joining me for Social Sunday, my weekly sewing chat. Hey everybody, happy Sunday. First off, I wanted to wish Bertha a very happy early birthday. I saw in the comments, I don't remember if it was YouTube or Facebook, but happy birthday to you, Bertha. Michelle and Bronwyn wanted me to remind you that the ... sew along has begun in the Facebook group, and week 1 is starting, and your assignment for week 1 is cutting out your fabric for the ... bag and attaching your fabric to the interfacing. So I have a link in the description if you're interested in joining that ... bag sew along. It's just starting, so hop on over and check that out later after our show. Oh, Sandy says, hi from Hawaii, first time to watch live. Thank you so much. I saw there were a few first time live viewers, so thanks for making time in your day and tuning in live. My favorite part of being live is that I can answer your questions and comments in real time, so it's a lot of fun, and I hope you'll consider joining us live when you have the time. All right, so there's only 3 days left until Minikins Season 2 comes out. Today I was up at the crack of dawn trying to shoot photos for the pattern covers, and I'm really particular about how the pattern cover photos look, and it's sometimes challenging to get the photos just right. For example, if I have more than one size or style of a particular bag, say for instance 3 different sizes, I have to somehow find out how to get all 3 of those sizes of the bag or pouch or what have you into one vertical size of a photo, and sometimes it's more challenging than others. I try to have little props in my house for stacking things so that I can get different heights for projects and all that stuff. And I was really bummed because I knew it was supposed to be raining today in Chicago, and that's why I went outside so early, and I was hustling and really rushing my photos along, and we really didn't get much of anything in the way of rain today. So I was, you know, weather.com failed me today. All right, just a friendly reminder. Oh, Carol says maybe Danny's watching the World Series. He would like to be. He would like to be. Just a friendly reminder, nearly everything that I talk about during Social Sunday are things that I've purchased myself. So these are not things that I'm getting paid to talk to you about, but just cool things that I found that I'd like to share with you. And everything that I'm scheduled to talk about, I link to in the description. So if you're interested in finding out more about any of the notions, fabrics, books, or projects that I talk about during Social Sunday, just check that link in the description and you can find out more there. So my favorite part of the show, as always, is the notion of the week. And this week I'm talking about 2 notions that are specific to the upcoming Minikins Season 2 project. So I wanted to show you both of those notions close up so you could see what they look like. And you've already seen the 2 projects if you've caught all of the sneak peeks, but I'll show you those 2 projects again. So I'm going to step over to the side camera. So the first of the 2 notions is an 8-inch metal wallet frame, and you can also use a 7.5-inch frame as well. Both instructions are included in the pattern, and we have these 3 frames listed on the website in the 3 different finishes. So this is the silver, this is rose gold, and this is gunmetal, and they also come with a packet of screws, and the color of the screws will coordinate depending on which color you've chosen. So I'm going to try to hold those sideways so that you can see them minus the glare. And this is the EPICURE pouch, which is the project in Minikins Season 2 that uses that metal frame. And it just inserts with, oops, got some cash in there, inserts with a bit of glue on the top of your fabric. And the screws, actually you don't even need to make holes for the screws because the screws just pinch the fabric tight inside the frame. Okay, so the second of the specialized notions in Minikins Season 2 is the foam insert for the DAB Essential Oils storage size case. So this is what the foam insert looks like. It's high impact foam. It's got holes for 25 bottles of essential oils or one of my pattern testers made one for actually nail polishes, so it'll hold similar sized bottles. So here's another one that I made, and I've got some of my essential oils inside. I've got different bottles, roll-ons, I've got little inhalers, and then I've got just the regular bottles of essential oils. So those are the two notions that I wanted to talk about as far as notions of the week, and those are all available right now up on the website. All right, so the very final sneak peek for Minikins Season 2 is for the BODEGA grocery bag and produce bag. So this is the grocery bag. It's made using ripstop vinyl. All of the edges in the lining of the bag are concealed, so there's no raw edges showing. And actually this particular grocery bag can hold 2 to 3 traditional plastic bags, which is really nice. It's a lot stronger. You won't have this breaking like plastic bags might break if you put a lot of cans inside. And also included in the same pattern is a second project for mesh produce bags. So the produce bags come in 4 different sizes. This is size medium, and it's just closed using a cord lock and a bit of cotton string, and then you can reuse this when going to the grocery store and picking up some apples or bananas, whatever you're bringing home with you. So I have a question for you. Let me know in the comments. But here in Chicago, the grocery stores are not giving out plastic bags. We actually have to pay if we want plastic. So I was wondering, are grocery bags allowed where you live? I'm really curious about this. I know a lot of, as far as plastic bags, it's moving in the way of using reusable bags. So let me know if they're allowed where you live, or maybe you already use reusable bags or even insulated reusable bags for your frozen items. So I'm curious about that. Let me know in the comments. So speaking of that grocery bag with the ripstop nylon, I purchased some, and I found some that was really inexpensive online and then available in lots of colors. So I've got a stack of that here, and I'm going to show that fabric to you in the side camera. All right, so here's my ripstop nylon fabric that I purchased, and as you can see, I got it in lots of different colors. I actually wanted to film that BODEGA grocery bag video with this. It's really hot pink in person, but Danny nixed that idea, so I went ahead and filmed the video with a safer green color instead. But the pattern for the grocery bag uses 1.5 yards of the ripstop nylon. It's actually really thin fabric. It frays a tiny bit after you've been working with it for a while, but other than that, it's really easy to sew. It's thin, so really lightweight, and I like using the reusable grocery bags because I just keep all of them bundled in my one bag in the car, and then whenever I happen to go to the store, I can bring my reusable grocery bag in. And I recommend using universal 70-10 needles to sew with this fabric. And also I found 2 things. So the first thing is I increased my stitch length when working with this fabric. So my usual stitch length is 2.5 millimeters. I slightly increased to 3 millimeters with the fabric. My stitches look nicer and the fabric did not get bunched up. And another thing that I noticed when sewing with this fabric is that I needed to fiddle with my tension a little bit. So I decreased my tension. My normal tension is up on my Juki near 2. I decreased my tension to around 1 for sewing with this. And other than that, it was really easy to sew with. And I always recommend, if you're sewing with something that you don't normally sew with, or a different fabric like the ripstop nylon, just cut a little swatch off to do some test sewing with, just so you can get your stitch length and your tension right. So anyway, that's the ripstop nylon. I think I bought it for less than $4 a yard, and they have tons of colors available. Link is in the description of the chat. Okay, so we actually had pizza for dinner tonight. We had an early dinner, so I was on top of things today. Here in Chicago, we have tons of options for different styles of pizza. My favorite is stuffed pizza. I also like deep dish, but every pizza joint seems to have a different take on pizza, which is really nice because never get bored of eating pizza. So I want to know, I know this is not sewing related, what do you like on your pizza? So I'm a plain Jane type of girl when it comes to pizza, and actually most foods in general. I just like cheese. Danny has to suffer along with me and the kids because we all like just cheese pizza, and he would like all the extra toppings, pepperoni or green peppers, all that sort of stuff. He likes his pizza loaded up. So let me know in the comments, what do you like on your pizza? All right, so during the month of October, Danny and I were video chatting with groups in the United States and actually around the world that were hosting Soul Sweetness meetups. There were actually 11 meetups yesterday. There were 4 meetups today. And actually, Danny took a call with the group meetup for Malaysia. That was on Friday night. I think he said the call was around 12:30. This was, you know, after midnight, so I was sleeping already. But I thought that was really awesome. He said there were 8 members at the Malaysia meetup, so I thought that was super cool. And it was just overall great to connect with people over the video chat. I know we kind of connect with people on our live shows, you know, answering questions and taking comments on the show, but it's just really cool to see people in person, and also to see people in person that I'm familiar with through commenting on the show or commenting on the Facebook group. So I loved that. I hope the meetups will continue, and we have some ideas for helping the meetups continue in the new year. I have a really great contest planned for 2019. I've already been collecting prizes, really big prizes, so I'm excited about it. More in the new year on that, but I just wanted to say a big thank you to Sherry, who actually, it was basically Sherry's idea to set up all these state and country groups. Sherry coordinated helping the groups set up admins and answering their questions about having meetups and all of that. So big thank you to Sherry. We could not have done this without you. And I feel like it's sometimes a huge team effort, not only for people who help contribute and coordinate things, but also for those of you who comment in your state and country groups, as well as in our main Soul Sweetness group. Our main group is only as strong as our members. Our members are interested in the groups, and thanks so much for spending your time in the group and connecting with others. So thank you to everybody for that. All right, Danny's favorite part of the show, and it kind of continues on that theme of helping and community, but let us know in the comments if you're a bag lady or bag dude. Go ahead and type that for us right now. And we love seeing all the bag ladies and bag dudes comments coming through in the chat on Facebook and YouTube. And yeah, thank you for being part of the community. So my book review for this week is actually a foundation paper piece and quilt block book. It's called Stained Glass Quilts. I'm not sure if it's out of print, but I found a used copy on Amazon that was relatively inexpensive, and I jumped on it because I really love not only foundation paper piecing, but star type blocks. So I'm going to show you that book over in the side camera. All right, so the book is called Foundation Paper Piece Stained Glass Quilts. And the first portion of the book is just photographs of steps on how to foundation paper piece. And if you're not familiar with foundation paper piecing, it's basically attaching your fabric to the paper, which is removed later on when the quilt is finished. So I'll skip those step photos, but here is an example of the quilt blocks that are included in the book. And what I really love about these particular blocks is that they all have that stained glass look. So that means all of the designs are bordered with either black lines, or you could very well make the quilt with white accent fabric as well. I also like that there's fabric requirements or estimates depending on your blocks or what size quilt you're making. So I thought that was really cool as well. All right, so let me show you some of the blocks. The rest of the book is just the templates, but I really love the blocks. As I told you before, star blocks are my absolute favorite, and these are all either geometrics or star blocks. And then all the templates are included in the book. You could copy these off, or you could enlarge them if you wanted to make bigger blocks, but I won't show you all the templates and bore you with that. But here's a quilt gallery at the back of the book to show some ideas for putting the quilt blocks together. So here's an example of what I was talking about, of using the white feature fabric instead of the black. The white still looks really nice, I think. And then you could also repeat the blocks to make table runners or smaller quilts. Okay, so I know that was a quick look, but I hope you enjoyed that. That book review was for Stained Glass Quilts by Liz Schwartz and Stephen Seifert. All right, so I'd like to ask you now if you enjoy our live shows and if you enjoy our instructional sewing videos, if you're watching on Facebook, if you could hit the share button right now and share this video with your other sewing friends on Facebook. And regardless if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, if you could humor us and at least hit the like button, which is a little picture of a thumbs up icon. The likes and shares really help us out so much, because Facebook and YouTube look very kindly on videos that have lots of likes and shares, and they consider sharing those videos with other people that have similar interests, so interests of sewing that might not have seen our videos before. So thank you so much for doing that. We really appreciate it. Okay, so the main event for tonight is the trailer video showing all of the Minikins Season 2 projects. I have to mention also that almost all of the videos that we shot, the step videos, were made in upcoming Tula Pink Pinkerville fabric, which I'm really excited about that. It comes out in March 2019. I did place a large order for lots of Pinkerville fabric, but you probably know already I'm a huge Tula Pink fan, and I was really excited and happy that I was able to sew with her new fabric for these projects. So Danny's going to play the video for you now. I think he said it was about an 8-minute video showing all of the projects, and I hope you enjoy. Hey bag ladies and bag dudes, I'm Sarah Lawson from Sew Sweetness, and today I'm going to show you all of the projects from Minikins Season 2. Let's take a look. Minikins Season 2 is a collection of 13 exclusive patterns and 13 full-length videos. I've been working on Minikins Season 2 for the past 10 months, and I'm so excited to introduce you to all of the projects. Each of the 13 PDF patterns has full color step photos, and each project also comes with a full-length video. The videos stream from your account on my website, and you can watch the videos an unlimited number of times. Let's take a close-up look at all of the projects. The Day Trip cell phone wallet is a small crossbody style bag that comes in 2 different sizes, a horizontal style and also a vertical style. It's got a zippered closure, and on the inside of the wallet there's space for credit cards, cash, and there's also 2 zippered pockets in the lining. On the front of the bag is a magnetic snap pocket that can hold your cell phone. The Dab Essential Oil Case comes in 2 different sizes, travel size and also storage size, and they both look different on the inside as well. So the travel size has elastics for holding your essential oil bottles, and the storage size has space for holding 25 bottles in this foam insert. The Metro Double Zip pouch comes in 3 different sizes: small, medium, and large. The main feature of this pouch is that it has a front zipper as well as a main compartment on the top of the pouch. The Picnic in the Park cooler is a large insulated cooler with mesh pockets on the sides and a handle enclosure for easy carrying on the handles. The bag also features a false bottom in the bottom of the cooler, so you can carry plenty of cans of soda, bags of chips, anything that you need for your picnic in the park. The sewing room stand is a sturdy 3-dimensional stand meant for holding your iPad or tablet, and you can either prop it up vertically or horizontally. The back of the stand features a mesh pocket for holding your sewing tools, which makes the sewing room stand the perfect sewing room companion. The Charm School wallet is a basic wallet with a front accent and top zippered closure. There's plenty of space on the inside of the wallet for credit cards or cash, and the wallet secures closed with either pearl snaps or cam snaps. The front top zipper also has enough room to fit a cell phone. The Bodega grocery bag is made with ripstop nylon, and all of the seams on the inside of the bag are fully enclosed. This bag really holds a lot of weight. Also included in the pattern are mesh produce bags in 4 different sizes. This is size medium. The KANGA supply roll looks simple from the outside, but on the inside it has a ton of pizzazz. There's 4 zippered pockets using clear vinyl on the inside. These compartments are 3-dimensional, which allows them to hold a ton of stuff, whether it's sewing supplies or cosmetics. There's a hook for easy hanging on the back of a door, and this whole pouch secures with 2 magnetic snaps. The Disco double zip pouch comes in 2 different sizes, small and large, and it features 2 different zippered compartments in the lining. So I used 2 different zipper colors on mine so that I knew what things that I was stashing in each section of the lining, since they're separate compartments. The Turnpike convertible wallet is a small wallet with a removable strap. The inside of the wallet features plenty of space for credit cards. There's a zipper pocket for cash or receipts, and there's also a snapped section near the top for holding your cell phone. The reason that this is called a convertible wallet is that there is a strap in the lining that easily removes using either pearl snaps or cam snaps. The vacation packing cubes come in 4 different sizes, and these are just 2 of them. This is size small and this is medium. It requires only 1 type of interfacing. I use Shapeflex interfacing for mine. And it secures on the side with Velcro and 2 zippers on the front to keep all of your clothing easily contained, and these are stackable inside of your suitcase. The EPICURE pouch is the fastest sew out of all the Minikins at less than 10 sewing steps. It features this unique metal frame at the top of the clutch, and this is what it looks like on the inside. The Gloss Cosmetic bag is the perfect bag for storing all of your shampoo, conditioner, cosmetics, and more. Let me show you what the inside looks like. There's 2 zippered pockets in the flap, one featuring mesh fabric and the other clear vinyl, and there's plenty of space on the inside for bottles of shampoo or conditioner. There's also extra pockets in the lining for smaller items, and this bag also features a false bottom, which means that it can hold lots of heavy items. I hope you enjoyed this look at Minikins Season 2. The Minikins are perfect for all skill levels, and this time I have included a variety of patterns, a good assortment of very quick sews, and also a few longer projects. So come sew along with me. I hope you enjoyed that look at all of the 13 projects in Minikins Season 2. That was actually my first time watching the video. We filmed it earlier today, but I didn't see the complete cut, and it was almost for me a little tearful watching all of the projects because like I said at the beginning of that trailer video, Minikins Season 2 has been 10 months of work, and to see it finally being almost ready to release out there in the world is really exciting for me and Danny as well. And again, that's coming out October 31st, so that's this Wednesday. I hope you liked all of the projects, but I want to know, what is your favorite Minikins Season 2 project? Let me know the answer to this question in the comments, and I'm really curious to see what everybody's favorite project is. Okay, so I wanted to announce the winner of last week's giveaway. The winner is Birgitta Lindgren, and I've already contacted Birgitta on social media. She entered over on Facebook, so congratulations to you, Birgitta. I'm going to answer some questions live, so if you have a question for me, let me know in the comments, either a sewing related question, bag making related question, question about a sewing notion or tool. go ahead and leave your question in the comments now, and Danny's going to put some questions on the screen, and I'll answer as many as I can live. All right, Danny, cook me up some good questions. Yeah, I'm very excited for the new release on Wednesday. Danny and I are planning on filming the video for the Kennedy bag really soon, hopefully this week. So we've been talking about just continuing the filming since we've been filming the last few weeks. So we should have that for you shortly up on YouTube and on my website, and we'll let you know on the live shows and on social media as soon as that video is available for you. All right, I see lots of favorite projects coming through in the comments. I see a question. Susan says, how much will it cost? Minikins Season 2 will be $80, and you get all 13 PDF patterns and 13 full-length videos, so all the projects, and you can watch the videos anytime. They're available from your account on my website, and the access to the patterns and videos does not expire, so you can download the patterns as many times as you need to, watch the videos as many times as you want, and they'll always be available for you. Cheryl says, did you sleep at all when you were making these patterns? I admit I've not. I posted something in the Facebook group the other day that I was wearing the same clothes this week for 2.5 days. So it's been a marathon getting to the finish line, but I'm really close. I just have some back-end work to finish on the website tomorrow just to make sure everything will be running smoothly for the release. And Danny's basically off the hook, so all our filming is finished, and yeah, I'm pretty sure we're both going to sleep very well tonight. Pat says, is the metal purse frame $12 for one frame? It is $12 for the frame. Yeah, I'm not sure what to say. I tried to find cheaper frames, but that's basically the range of prices for the metal frame. And it does come with the screws. I believe most packs come with the extra screw just in case you misplace one. Amanda says, what kind of Janome walking foot do you have for your Juki? I actually purchased my Janome walking foot for my Juki at Sewvac Direct. I don't have the model number handy right now, but I know I've posted about it in the Facebook group in the past. Feel free to email me though, I can send you a direct link to that foot. Debbie says, did you use a Teflon foot with the ripstop nylon? I actually just used my regular sewing machine foot. Same thing for sewing with the mesh fabric, but you can use, if you'd like to, a walking foot for sewing either the ripstop nylon or the mesh fabric. Scrapping Goddess says, what is the difference, if any, between foundation paper piecing and English paper piecing? That's a great question. So in foundation paper piecing, you're actually sewing your fabric to paper. And actually, I like using fusible applique paper because it's water soluble. So after I sew my fabric to the paper, the thing that I did not like about foundation paper piecing at the end, when you're done sewing all your blocks together, tearing the paper out, but since I use water soluble papers, I leave my papers in. I actually machine the quilt with the paper still in, and after I wash the finished quilt, then the papers just dissolve. English paper piecing is hand sewing, so you're basically hand sewing fabric to paper, and again, you can either use cardstock or I use that same fusible applique paper for English paper piecing. And I have a piece that I've been working on that I have not added to in some time. Stuff in the sewing room's going flying. But here's my English paper piecing that I've been working on that I need to get back to. Maybe I'll work on it before the holidays, but I have 3 sort of blocks that I started. And this project is from the book called A New Hexagon, and there's a free New Hexagon Millefiori sew along for this particular project. So this is all Tula Pink fabrics that I'm adding to my quilt. Lauren says, will there be acrylic templates for the patterns in the future? We will have acrylic templates for Minikins Season 2 probably mid-November. I'm just finalizing things up with the template maker, and I just want to make sure everything is perfect and exactly right for the templates. And I'm kind of right now currently in the mindset of rush, and I don't want to rush certain things and have mistakes. So I'm going to spend tomorrow finalizing the templates, and we'll have those for you about mid-November. Marie says, can you easily use a rotary cutter with your acrylic templates, or is it better to trace and cut with scissors? It depends on what your preference is. I know a lot of people though like using the rotary cutter because it's super fast. I'm just, I guess I'm more simple that way, and I like using my fabric friction marker and my scissors, but yeah, it would definitely work with a rotary cutter. Colleen says, can you make the grocery bag with cotton or canvas? I actually did make a version in cotton fabric. Let me see if I could grab it from here without ripping my mic out. There we go. I did make a version just to check my pattern pieces with quilting cotton. So this is the grocery bag that I made with quilting cotton. It's not, besides the facing, the bag is not lined though. So if that matters to you, I know in the ripstop fabric, there's not a right or a wrong side of the fabric. So even though the ripstop is not lined, it still looks fully finished because it's all the same color. But this is the one that I did make in the quilting cotton. Sonia says, where do you get the ripstop nylon? There's actually a link in the description, and the nylon that I used for my project was 1.9 ounce. So I'm linking to the exact fabric in the description that I used for that grocery bag. And let me pop that back up here in case you wanted to see it again. Robin says, I asked at my quilt shop about the Teflon foot for my Janome and they had never heard of it. They didn't have any in stock. When is it good to use a Teflon foot? So you for sure want to use a Teflon foot when working with any fabrics that are, I can't think, the word is not popping into my head for describing it, but when you're working with vinyl, so glitter vinyl, leather, clear vinyl, like in that KANGA pouch that I showed. So fabrics like these, your regular foot will definitely stick to, and you won't be able to get clean stitches on it. So you want to use a Teflon foot. Depending on the weather, I occasionally use my Teflon foot when sewing with cork fabric too. And the Teflon foot is, I can also grab that. I don't have it in there. Sorry, I was going to grab and show you my Teflon foot. I don't have it handy. It's basically a foot that looks white on the bottom where the foot portion is, and because it's made of Teflon, it glides easily over fabrics that your regular foot will normally skip on. I purchased my Teflon foot as a generic foot on eBay, so I just typed in the search on eBay, my sewing machine model, and then Teflon foot, and I just found a really inexpensive, I think $10 or $12 foot on eBay. This was years ago, but I purchased a couple backups recently, so I would try there if your sewing machine dealer does not have it or they're not familiar with it. Mirta says, are the hardware for the wallets 8 inches? So yes, the wallet frame that I sell on my site is 8 inches. However, 7.5 inches is another common size for those same frames. And cutting instructions are in the pattern, that EPICURE pouch, for both the 8-inch frame and also the 7.5-inch frame, in case that's the one that you're able to get a hold of. Karen says, will you have video tutorials for all of the Minikins 2 projects? Yes, we have finished all of the Minikins 2 videos. When the bundle goes on sale on October 31st, if you decide to purchase, you will receive all 13 patterns, PDF patterns, and all 13 videos at once. They will be available in your account immediately. Emily says, does the large essential oils case have enough interfacing to support other items without the insert? Love the shape, but don't use oils. There is an option in the essential oils case pattern for inserting Peltex or Decoville Heavy to make the lid and the bottom of your case sturdy. So yeah, you can put other items in there as well, and all those bottles get quite heavy, so I wanted to have extra reinforcement, and it's really easy to slip in at the end after you finish sewing the case together. Nettie says, who makes the water-soluble paper you referenced? We do sell it on our website, but it's made by Hugs and Kisses, which is a company out of Australia. We sell packs of, I believe, 20 papers, and it's in the Notion section on our website. Amy says, do you feel that the nylon is stronger than the quilting cotton? So the ripstop nylon gets its name for, you probably can't see it on camera, but there's tiny little, I want to say either 1/8 of an inch or 1/4 inch squares. So like really tiny squares all over the edge of this fabric. And the reason it's called ripstop is because if you get a hole in your bag, it'll stop tearing once it reaches the border of one of those little squares. So that's how it gets its name. It's really sturdy fabric. I use it for grocery shopping, and I always tell the clerks at the register at the grocery store, feel free to load the bags up. You don't have to put like 1 or 2 cans in my bag. You can put like 10, 15 cans in the bag. It'll be fine. So they're super sturdy. They hold a lot. And you know, sometimes I don't want to come home from the grocery store with like 20 bags for 40 items. I want to really pack it in and carry as much as I can, or you know, send for Danny to go out and bring the groceries in for me, that kind of thing. Mary says, how much yardage of ripstop nylon for one shopping bag? I'm getting ready for when I get my Minikins season 2. It would be fun to make several for gifts. So the project uses 1.5 yards of the ripstop nylon. I believe on the website that I linked to for where I purchased mine, they just sell it by the yard, not by the half yards. But if you bought a 3-yard piece, you could get several of the grocery bags out of the 3-yard piece. Marie says, I have lots of sew-in magnetic closures, but I cannot sew them in with a metal machine. Is there something I can use to sew in a magnetic closure? So I'm not sure if you have the sew-in magnets with the black around the outside, or if your sew-in magnets had the like a clear vinyl sleeve around the outside. I've had good success in the past sewing by machine those clear vinyl sleeves in there. I believe I've actually once sewn the ones with the black plastic around the magnet as well. I'm not sure if you'd want to hand sew that in place because it wouldn't be as sturdy. I'm not sure if I'm answering your question correctly, but you can always feel free to email me. My email is sarah@sewsweetness.com, and that's Sarah with no H. Michelle says, in case I did not say it enough today, only 3 days left. Michelle's been counting down on the Facebook group every day how many days we have left for Minikins season 2. Wendy says, hi Sarah, do you think I could use the essential oil bag with foam for my collection of lipsticks? Oh, I think you for sure can. I have a lipstick here handy. Let me go, if Danny will humor me, if I could grab it really quick. All right, let me grab the case. I think I have 1 or 2 lipsticks in here that I could swap out for 2 of my oils. Obviously lipsticks are different. Oh yeah, there we go. There's 1 lipstick. There's 2, and yeah, it still has room to close. So yeah, you should be good on the lipsticks also. Oh, that's cool. I wouldn't have thought about that, but I could see if you put the label facing up, then you can find the colors really easily. Great idea. Gina says, should I start with Minikins 1 before season 2? Is it harder for a beginner? So with Minikins season 1, most of the projects were geared toward a beginner or a confident beginner, or at least that's what the skill level was directed toward. In Minikins season 2, I would say half the projects are really quick and easy, like that EPICURE pouch with the metal frame. That's only 8 steps. But I tried to throw a selection of longer projects in the mix also, but the videos will be available for any of the patterns regardless. So if you're a visual learner and like relying on the videos, those are a great resource for getting the projects done. And I'm always hesitant to rate my patterns by skill level because I don't want people to steer away from making something that they really want to make, but then when they see that it's maybe intermediate skill level, they kind of shy away from it. I like to think that, especially with the videos, anybody could complete any of the projects, and I'm also available anytime if you need a little bit of extra assistance via email. So between the videos and being able to email me, I'd like to think anybody could make any of the projects. Linda says, I would put a basket in the oil bag and put my acrylic bottle paints. Oh, that's a good idea. Like just a little single basket in there. I like that idea a lot. Susan said, which bag would be good for a lunch bag? There's actually, in Minikins season 1, I don't have it handy in the sewing room, but there is a lunch bag. It's called the Morsel lunch bag. It's a fully insulated lunch bag with a handle, and it's got a top zip closure, and that's really cute. I saw a lot of people making that lunch bag for children for the upcoming school year, so I would highly recommend that one from Minikins season 1. All right, Danny's looking for some more questions over there. Debbie says, how do I find out if I pre-ordered? I can't remember. Actually, I have an easy answer to that question. My website's actually not set up for pre-orders for Minikins season 2. It'll be available this Wednesday on the website. I know I did put the product listing up. I listed it as out of stock. I just wanted to start getting the website ready. I have a lot of stuff that I have to take care of behind the scenes, and just having that listing live just really helps me out. But it is out of stock. We will not be running out because it's a digital product, but it won't be available to purchase until this Wednesday. Lorraine says, what time October 31st can we place our order? I actually haven't thought about that yet. I'm going to be working really hard tomorrow in case we get things done early. Perhaps if you watch on the Tuesday show, we might have it available early for our Tuesday viewers on Ask Sarah. So my suggestion is to tune into the Tuesday show, and I'll let you know. We may have it ready for you early. Laura says, can you increase the size of the elastic on the oil bag? It would be great for insulin with the appropriate interfacing. Oh, that's a really good idea. You could use wider elastics on that essential oil travel size bag. Do I have it handy? Here it is. I actually used 1-inch wide elastics on this particular project, but you could certainly use wider elastics if you'd like to. That's a really good idea. I hadn't thought of it that way. Yeah, but these are 1-inch wide. Teresa says, are you prepared for the site to crash when Wednesday finally arrives? I did speak to Web Sarah, who is our web developer, also Sarah, but with an H, and Web Sarah has already advised me on increasing our capacity for the website so we can handle the extra traffic. I hope that's enough, but I trust Web Sarah implicitly, so I'm sure it'll be fine. Cindy says, is there an interfacing that will dull scissors? I'm actually not aware of anything that's super harmful to scissors in the way of interfacing. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't had any problems with any interfacing ruining my zippers, that's for sure. Blue says, will there be a video for the Coalition bag, please? I'm scared to cut my zipper hole. We are actually working on our schedule for January. We're working on videos for the next 4-pack video bundle. I still haven't finalized my selections, but we may put that in the next 4-pack. Lisa says, are the videos coming with the pattern, and how long if not? If you're talking about Minikins Season 2, when that goes on sale this Wednesday, the videos will all be available on Wednesday, as well as the patterns. So when you purchase the bundle, you'll have all 13 PDFs and all 13 videos, and that will be available automatically after you purchase. Yes, Glum is being very helpful as always in the comments. Thank you very much, Glum. Linda says, will there be a supply kit available for the new Minikins? We will have a supply kit available. It's actually a much larger kit than last time. Minikins Season 1, we mostly just had zippers and maybe one magnetic snap and a cord lock. For Minikins Season 2, there's a lot more specialized items like swivel clips, D-rings, mesh, clear vinyl, what else? The cord lock for the mesh grocery bag. So there's lots of items available, as well as the zippers in the kits. My dad's working on the kits right now. We're actually just waiting on one item that we had to special order from overseas, which is 40-inch double pull zipper. So as soon as we get those in, we'll have the kits on the website. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that we get our supplies maybe sometime at the end of this week, but I'll let you know on social media as soon as those are available. I apologize that we don't have them available right away, but there was just a little hold up with that one 40-inch zipper, that one supply. Michelle says, no, not early. You're messing with my countdown in mind. Okay, post them early. That's funny. That's really funny. Wanda says, when is the last Minikins giveaway? It will actually be tonight. So after I finish answering questions, we'll have the final Minikins Season 2 bundle giveaway. So keep watching. It'll just be in a couple minutes. Hope says, when will the Minikins 2 winners have their patterns available? That's a great question. So if you went to any of the state or country meetups, if you were the winner, because we were giving away bundles to one winner for each meetup, I will be emailing all of the winners as soon as the bundle's available with a coupon code. So it's on the top of my list, and I will not forget about you, I promise. Carrie says, is there an index of your demos? I recently watched one about adding a divider to a bag. I didn't even know it existed. So if you go to the website, I admit I'm a little bit behind because we've been working so hard for Minikins Season 2. I'm a little behind about posting the individual videos that we demonstrate during Social Sunday, because just about every Social Sunday I demonstrate some sort of technique. But the ones that we've posted already are up on the website. I have a tab for tutorials, and if you hover your mouse over that tab, it'll drop down a box, and one of the options is bag making techniques. And if you click on that, all of the demos that we've posted individually are listed there. The other ones, if you're looking for a different demo that I haven't posted individually, such as a couple weeks back when I was talking about needle sizes for bag making, we do have that listed in the description of our Social Sunday video. So if you're looking for that video until I get it posted individually, you can find it on the YouTube channel. Jackie says, which bag would be best to try cork on? I've never sewn with cork. So I would highly recommend, it's a free pattern on video, but the Baker Street bag, and a lot of ladies have made this with cork fabric, and they looked really awesome. So I made mine with cork, and you can make it with quilting cotton as well, but it would be a great first time try for sewing with cork fabric. And I used one 18 by 54 inch piece of cork for making that Baker Street bag, And when working with cork, I always recommend drawing all of your pattern pieces out on the wrong side of the cork first before you cut, just to make sure you've budgeted for enough when drawing all of your pattern pieces out on the wrong side of the fabric. Where can I find the meetups for Florida? So I actually have a link in the description for a document in our Facebook group for all of the state and country groups. So if you click on that, again, it's in the link in the description. The link is first the social circles, and then you can find the link to the Florida group. All right, lots of good questions tonight. Betty says, can we get our purchase patterns alphabetized like the videos? Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't. I will definitely get on that. We did recently put all of the video purchases for you in alphabetical order. I'll have the purchase patterns put in alphabetical order also. Thank you for the reminder, Betty. All right. Danny's cutting it. Okay, Danny's cutting me off here. All right, so tonight is the final giveaway for Minikins Season 2. All you have to do to enter this giveaway is answer my question. I will draw one random winner at the end of the day this Saturday, and they will win the bundle. Your giveaway entry is answering my question in the comments, and all you have to do is type that in now. What is your favorite Sew Sweetness project that you have made, or if you have not made one, which one would you like to make? So just answer that for me in the questions. Thank you so much for joining me for Sewcial Sunday. I'm so glad that I got to spend my Sunday evening with you. I hope you have a wonderful week and happy sewing. Bye, everybody.